Look, Brad, look.
I just wanted to briefly explain how the team started. I was sitting reading the Boston Globe one day, and I saw an article about this league, this baseball league in Bethpage, New York. What this league did was play what's called vintage baseball, barehanded, 19th century style. And what got me was the pictures. And it showed guys in these old-time uniforms, games being played in the fall and October, this bursting foliage. They were color photographs. And I'm kind of a romantic at heart, though I'm loath to admit it. And I saw these pictures, and I was just, I was obsessed with them. I said, my God, I would love to do this here. All I was left with was, okay, I want to start a team. What do I do? So, not knowing what else to do, I wanted to use the media to my advantage. I called a writer at the Providence Journal named Bill Perillo, and I had an idea to get one game in place, one game to honor the old Providence Grays of 1884. And that was our goal, one game. But I wanted to have uniforms and do everything correctly. It didn't take long to figure out, to learn about Providence's tremendous baseball history.
Most people don't know that the first world champions were the 1884 Providence Grays. They had a pitcher named Charles Oldhouse Radbourne. He won 59 games in one season. He won the first World Series in 1884. The Providence Grays had the first black ball player. His name was William E. White. Bringing this back into the modern age has been just terrific, because the style of baseball is incredibly difficult. It's bare-handed. Even the uniforms are wool.
This is a recreation of a bat we owned. Our team owns an 1885 baseball bat made in Providence Bat Company, and this is a direct replica of that bat. In 1884, it's 6 balls, 3 strikes. Foul balls aren't strikes, and you call your own zone. So if you get into the batter's box and you call high, which is waist, armpits, shoulders, and a ball comes right here, they're going to call it a ball. Our style is 1884. The Grays recreated 1884. So whenever we play, we're going to play our style. If we travel to, say, Waterbury, we'll play one game their style, one game our style. Well, you're recreating the game as it was played back then. So winning is important, but winning is important, but losing accurately is more important than winning incorrectly.
We are incredibly devoted to authenticity, and there are times we can be a bit imperious about it. But better to be imperious than do it wrong. And we're also very careful about trying to strip away modern reminders like no Gatorade bottles on the bench, using lingo that players would use, authentic reproductions of equipment. Now, all that sounds almost theatrical until you realize that we're out there breaking bones.
Some people think that we're actually a theatrical troupe. They'll see the old uniforms. Some folks think that we have a predetermined outcome, like you're seeing a Shakespeare play. And I try to disabuse them of that as much as possible. It's something of a cliche to say that baseball kind of echoes American culture. It does. And when I had a chance to actually start a team, I wanted to just find a way to step back into a world where none of those craven mercenary concerns were in play. I think people are forgetting the basics of human contact. Conversation, a smile, sharing a story from the heart. And I think technology is overtaking this. I work as a college professor, and I noticed that a lot of my students are chest deep in the gadgets and the technology which they use. I kind of feel bad for, as a teacher, I talk to college students who will talk about getting the latest, I don't know, iPhone, iPod, I'm clueless on this stuff. But after buying something, a month later, they want the latest thing, which is twice as expensive. And it's all about keeping up with the latest, instead of squeezing the juice out of the actual interactions that go over those wires, go over those airwaves. And I think they are losing simple intimacy, the simple pleasure of human company, the simple pleasure of a cup of coffee, being in the same room and speaking honestly. And I think the gadgets people are so enthralled with the mechanics of it, they are forgetting the basics of what humans have been doing for thousands of years. Establishing trust, feeling less alone, having a laugh. These things are basics, but they are not things that come along when you're born. You have to spend a lifetime learning them. The current generation and the last generation, mine too, we are forgetting the basics. What we have is a unique community with our team, other vintage baseball teams around the country, and like most things that are worth doing, I think the rewards, I think the best reward you can never really understand the rewards that are going to come, and you can never really get a handle on the richness you feel once they're received. And it's not that I'm trying to scapegoat technology, because technology has some great things. I use email, and I mean, it's great to have a cell phone if you're broken down on the road, of course. I'm not trying to scapegoat technology.
On the flip side, I would not have this 19th century project without a computer, without email, without things like newspapers or so modern technology. There's a lot to say about our team being here, because we will often hash things out in email. A lot of people don't use the phone at all. A few guys in our team insist on email, or it's texting or nothing. Now, I kind of chafe against that, but I'm certainly opinionated about modern technology. My world is going away because I'm old. I'm getting older. So I'm somebody of the 20th century. The 21st century is here, and more things are coming. So it's up to me to adapt and have some empathy and make an effort. People who are born with computers existing are being called officially digital natives. Even though we on the Grays and my team, we tried hard to step outside of time and to show a different time, modern technology has a distinct role in that.
So I understand that I'm a man of the 20th century, and that it sounds like I'm waving, I'm kind of criticizing almost in a crabby way. Things ain't like they used to be. I'm not saying that. Things were always good, but they're never as good as you think. I mean, people talk about the Golden Globe nostalgia. People think that old-time baseball was a bunch of gentlemanly guys who are, running around. People don't know that 19th century baseball, it was brutal. This is also done for even more personal reasons. When I was a kid, when I was an infant, I had a lot of medical barriers. It took me a while to catch up to my peers in many ways physically. And so as a result, I was too clumsy to even play Little League Baseball. Things that my friends were doing, I really didn't have the wherewithal or the ability to do, or the confidence to do. So I think on a personal level, what I've done, I think I've, in a sense, tried to create a community and fulfill a need that I should have gotten at a much earlier stage in life. But I am trying to fill in and recreate a part of life which I thought I'd missed and I would never have. When I think about it privately, or when I speak to a close friend about it, or even right now, it's enriching because I am trying to recreate a missing experience. I'm trying to recreate what I thought basically what I thought the world was going to be, and as a child. And what's wonderful about it is that if you have a good idea and some kindred spirits, you literally can recreate that.
To my credit, I look about the same, and to my discredit, I'm just about as gray as I am in this photo. My favorite part about this photo, I'm holding a bat that I could not swing at gunpoint. This bat belongs to Scott Olson. I think this bat's like 53 ounces, about the same weight that Babe Ruth swung.
Carrying out this whole vintage baseball project, I noticed the fans, they are charmed. And after they finally figure out what we're doing, after they approach us and talk to us, people relax and they laugh, they're delighted. I think people are relieved to have some brief respite from the 21st century, with all the pressures, the expectations, the materialism. And what I found is that what we're doing, for a lot of people, it is a welcome break from the charge ahead at any cost. Never look side to side, never appreciate your surroundings or anyone around you. It's the technology which is stealing our ability to live. This is not just a hobby out in left field, no pun intended. It has real resonance and a real link to real culture.
Every year we're shocked how long we've been here. And someday this will end, the Providence Grays, Vintage Club. When it does end, my God, I'm going to look back with a lot of pride. I do already. And if you're watching this a few years on and you want to start this kind of project, I'm here to tell you in 2010, it's worth it and more.
People don't need a lot. People need meaningful work, they need a few friends, they need a little bit of appreciation, and they need a little recreation. That's all they need to thrive and to have the will to get up the next day and try again.